It's quite devastating, you know. In an ideal world, you'd have thought that when the J report hit, that there were 1,400 reasons not to get it wrong again. And it is devastating because, I can take it from a point of view as I know how them victims feel. I don't know how they could have drastically got this wrong again.
It looks like 2021 will be higher than 2020. And the number of high-risk cases rose between 2016 and 2020. Thankfully, it seems to be a bit lower this year. What have you seen, because you're aware of what's going on with CSE in Rotherham, what are you seeing? Do those figures match your experiences? CSE a growing problem here?
I actually, if I'm honest, I actually never dreamed that those figures would be that high. I thought that they'd have got made some improvement at least, but to have 1,600 plus children identified at risk or involved in a shorter period than what the J report covered is absolutely horrendous.
And there's another side to this. Does this potentially mean that, you know, the growing number means people are more confident in coming forward and reporting this stuff, that the police and council are doing a better job than they did for you?
I think what we're seeing now is that perpetrators are getting comfortable and they are going to commit these crimes if they're getting away with it. I don't understand how 1,600 plus children can slip through the net like that. Obviously, we've seen earlier on this week the Police Crime Commissioner saying about the live investigations, but surely that can't cover all these children identified.
A year ago, the leader of Rotherham Council, Chris Reed, sent you some CSE numbers for Rotherham, yet when we asked the exact same question through Freedom of Information, the numbers we got were substantially higher by hundreds of cases than the numbers you had. What do you make of that?
I think it's quite alarming that at least 1,000 more children have been identified in your FOI to what Chris Reed gave me. Now it's either one or two things. Either he doesn't know what his staff's doing and he hasn't got a grasp on it, or he's totally ignored it. Which one is it? And which one of us has been getting correct information? And
do you think this could just be an innocent mistake, just an admin error or something like that?
For the council to give out numbers like that, then surely it can't be a mistake. Either the mistake's being given to me or it's being given to you. But I think the public and victims and their families and survivors and anybody who's affected by this needs to know the truth and what they're actually doing.
Do you believe kids in Rotherham today, your kids, are safer than you were?
Let's be honest, and I don't want to be negative, but we look from the J period and now we look at from 2014 when the J report came out to now, and Rotherham's a death trap. And there's nobody that is safe. As children are not safe. And we don't see anyone wanting to make them safe either.
Well, Rotherham Council said this week that it takes all allegations of child abuse very seriously. It added that the independent inspectors, Ofsted, say, in their words, that children's services in Rotherham have been transformed since 2014. The council also added that not every allegation will be validated, but urges people to report any suspicions to them.